Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available.
He's going to go for a big one. Makes the grab on the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points.
Why you lost, Dad?
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Florida! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a
Where the fuck is Griffin going?
And some room to work. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that would be the definition of first down
You see him?
success. Put yourself in a good position.
Yeah.
It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now on second down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it.
Oh, jeez.
A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on second and goal. Barges ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Looking to pass. It's Griffin.
Oh my God,
Using his
bro.
feet to buy time. And he's sprinting. He'll
I
take it
can't play
all the
man
way.
against bro.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling.
That's
He's got it out. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Gator. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because they're an awesome kickoff return.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They're trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner is stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys.
Oh,
and he
my
makes
God.
the catch inside the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable.
Bro, this shit last week, bro.
They're
They look all these crazy
just
catches,
going to
bro.
have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew
God,
this
right
offense was
tackle.
going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give on 4th down. The Gators are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Gators want to move quickly. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, how many years did Florida State and Miami come down to the last second, and we had another notable matchup today? Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Griffin.
I thought I would cover too.
To the right, complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Snagged in the middle. It's Peters.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. The option look.
Oh, pick it up to the crib.
After it. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Gator! The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Working the middle, it's complete. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They move the tight end all over. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Gators get enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Griffin. Steps away to find some room. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And the beatdown has ensued. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Griffin. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's West. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. First down. 2nd and manageable.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Peters. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Here's the handoff. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Looking for room. It's Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Going deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, he's saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, and a little rubber nose in it.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. He finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Well, this one had all the suspense.